welcome back to Beelzebub the Jag. I'm not doing too badly with the with the initial welding. I've got a few tacks in place. I'm quite pleased with them. I've got very good penetration. The penetration goes all the way through. There's a couple of bad ones here, but I'll grind those off and redo those. Penetration goes all the way through, but it's just not quite. There's I don't know, 0.5 millimetre of alignment. I don't want to try welding that and then reshape it afterwards. So I'm going to reshape it now and then weld it when it's the correct shape, rather than put a load of I'm just going to use a weight. It's not a particularly good weight. It's filthy and not my best planishing hammer, because these MIG welds are hard, but you can't just bash on fresh air. You need to put a weight behind it, put a weight on the underneath, and trap the metal between the two. So I'll put this weight underneath, and let's just, there we go, put quite a lot of pressure on. That's not bad. Okay, a bit here. That's it. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's better. MIG welds are extremely hard, and you don't really want to be reshaping MIG itself. Mild steel's easy enough, but MIG is a devil to reshape. It's just so hard. Even once you've ground it down, it's a very hard metal. So let me just put a couple more tacks in here, and I'll, as we go, I'll just sort of reshape it and tack it as I shape it. Then I've got to come to this edge, which will be, I don't know, shouldn't be too difficult, he says. We'll see. But no, we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Yeah, no, that'll be all right. It's a long old process. Once I've got the whole thing tacked into place, I can then dress up the shape, and then I'll have to go in. I'm not going to do long continuous welds. There'll be simply too much distortion. I'm just, what I'll do, I'll fill in the gaps, maybe do one there, one here, try and work about 9 inches away, just literally little tiny dots all the way, allow it to cool, then go back. Then eventually, I'll just go, work from one side to the other, keeping the distortion away, because if I just do one long bead, it'll be so hot that will distort to heck, and I'll then have an awful job straightening it up. I'll spend more time straightening it up and grinding than I will sort of blobbing. It's a very slow way of welding this, sort of a dot here, a dot there, a dot here, and eventually you fill all the gaps in. It's very slow, but I won't get any distortion. All I'll have to do is grind. I won't be then faced with a panel that's mangled. So I'm going to turn the camera off, and actually no, let's leave the camera running. You can perhaps see me do one of these welds. Might as well see me do a couple. Let's just put the return on, and in a weld, this it's basically an earth, but it's known as a return. So if somebody's talking about a return with a welder, that's what we're on about. It's like, where's my helmet? Can't see, it's bright behind me. Okay. Right. Let's get one right in the middle here. Yep, that's okay. Just press my finger on it and do another one. Put a little bit of weight. Let this car pass. Here we go. Just a little bit of weight, just to try and hold the two panels together at the right angle. The welder's spattering slightly. You can probably hear it. It's spattering, and the wheel is worn. I bought the wrong wheel twice, so I am struggling with the wire feed. That's what that spitting, spattering is. The welder's not working very well. I'm just struggling on. It's taking twice as long with the welder knot. It's feeding the wire, but not consistently. It's a bit that's why it's making a funny noise. But hey, I'm just about managing, so I'll continue. But I need to do a bit more bashing and crashing elsewhere. This is a bit low, so I need to reshape that. Just get a couple of tacks. Get a couple of tacks everywhere. Once I've got this edge tacked, then I'll go along and tack this edge as well. So it's a big old job. I'll get this tacked tonight, but I won't get it all filled in. There's just simply too much to do, and I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to go very slowly. It's taken weeks to get to this stage, so I'm not going to rush it. Okay, excuse me while I turn off the camera.